Okay, there we go. But some people use, hold on, y'all. Some people use affirmations, but inside of the coven, I've taught them to command. And by commanding, their lives started to get a lot better. First and foremost was teaching them to believe in themselves and teaching them that they're not a victim and that whatever they want for their reality as far as desires and happiness and peace and all of these beautiful things, you have to first believe that you are able to receive it and that you're worthy to receive it, and you have to embody that frequency. As you believe, you shall see. As you feel, you shall see, basically. So that's a command. Now we're going to go into Brene. And we're going to go into Brene energetically. So yesterday I had ChatGPT to basically shape it up for me. I typed in what I saw when it comes to Brene on an energetic level. So Brene's energy burns hot, fast, impulsive, and it's consuming, basically. She doesn't flow energy. Brene pulls it. That's what people feel when she walks in. Magnetic at first, which is why she always has so many viewers. That's why she has so many followers. By nature, Brene's frequency is a very magnetic frequency. Unfortunately, she's just low vibrational as fuck. But she does carry like a command in her energy, like an authority in her energy. Like her energy, it kind of pulls people in, basically. But it is hot, fast, impulsive, and consuming. But that's what people feel when she walks in. Magnetic at first, then draining, basically. It's attraction built on need, not balance. Brene is an entire illusion. This frequency often comes from someone who learned early that being noticed equals being safe. When she sat on the stand and Robin was speaking of her social media accounts, and Brene said, which one? I have 2.9 million on TikTok and blah, blah, blah. It's like, that is her existence. Without it, she's nothing. She was always the twin that was never noticed, basically. So for her, having all of these followers and being noticed is her safe space, in a sense. Although it is draining her, it is safe to her. Like, she feels safe. She feels liked, loved, needed. And with Brene, whether you're talking good or bad about her, she just wants to be talked about. Brene just wants to be a household name. She's always wanted to be famous, basically. So she chases visibility, love, men, attention. Anything that says you exist, you matter, basically. Brene chases everything when it comes to her life. Nothing actually flows in a manner that it should, except for abundance and money. I don't know if you guys have ever noticed Brene's 777 necklace that she wears sometimes. When I saw Brene with that necklace on, I knew that she knew spirituality and she knew energy and she understood the abundance frequency. 777 is on slot machines for a reason. Brene will wear that necklace because people who understand energy understand that if you don't embody the frequency, you can tether the frequency to you, whether through Grababi codes or whether through basically like the necklaces, the 1111 necklaces, the 777 necklaces, whatever the case may be. Brene knows energy, whether people believe it or not. She may get up there and say all of that Jesus shit, but that bitch knows energy. And she knows how to basically tether the frequency of abundance to her. She understands it. So her shadow energy signature, which is envy and mimicry. Brene's aura carries a mirror steel pattern. She locks onto another woman's light and subconsciously tries to become her. She may not be aware of this, but that is exactly what the fuck Brene is doing. We see it with Akira. Sometimes I notice it with her twin sister, the way her twin sister wears her hair. Or if Corinne does something and the people like it, Brene will go and mimic it. Brene, honestly, like deep down, truly, she really just wants to be loved. She's just a fucked up person. And it's like with Brene, you kind of feel sorry for her because she's so fucking stupid. But at the end of the day, she always does something that just like, I don't know, just takes any type of pity that you have for her and she just snatches it because of the way that she moves and the way that she fucking acts, basically. But it's called a mirror steel pattern. She locks onto other women's light and subconsciously tries to become her, basically. That's not admiration. It's energetic imitation. It looks like copying style, speech, and vibe. And in this case, taking her partner, the most direct way to absorb someone's frequency. Please know that. A lot of times it don't even be these niggas. It be the fact that your energy is on this man and your light is on this fucking man. And these women see it and they start to dislike you, but they fucking this man, but you've already intertwined your energy with his by having actual relations with the man. So therefore he's carrying your energy. Sex is an exchange of energy. And that is the quickest way to absorb another woman's frequency is by fucking they man. I have dated a person in my past, and in the process of dating him, my whole life fell apart. My whole motherfucking life fell the absolute fuck apart. He was screwing a lady, and this lady was low vibrational as fuck. She was struggling. She was going through shit. She was imbalanced. She was full of pain. She was full of envy, malice, and all of these things. And my entire world just crashed and started falling apart because he had done intertwined himself with this bitch and therefore passed that energy on to me. And I couldn't understand why my life was looking wacky. And the whole time is because he was bringing an energy back to me, basically. So it can be vice versa, honestly. But in Brene's case, that is the way that it is, basically. Okay, so again, I'm going to read this again. It's like copying style, speech, or vibe. When y'all mimic people, you think that it's just copying something. No, you're tethering that person's energy to you is what the fuck you're doing. When they speak of destiny swapping, they're not saying like taking somebody's soul or something. No, it's because you begin to mimic them to the point to now you're tethered to their energy and you are siphoning from them. Whenever someone mimics me, I cannot fucking stand it. I hate it. I don't never want nobody to mimic me because that's like trying to tether to somebody's energetic field. And unfortunately for Akira, she doesn't understand how to seal her energetic field. She doesn't understand how to keep her aura closed off and her gates closed and all of these things energetically. So she basically drained this woman's life force, sucked the motherfucking life out this woman, brought this woman to her motherfucking knees. But none the fucking less. Okay. I'm going to go down a little bit. The most direct way to absorb someone's frequency is by doing shit like that. Copying style, speech, and their vibe. And especially taking someone's partner. That is the best way to siphon off another woman, basically. But here's the cost. Imitation energy never sustains itself, which is why y'all see Brene imploding right now. It decays without a true core. So she'll keep needing new sources, new people to pull from just to feel alive. Now the thrill is gone. The case is over. So what can Brene do now? What can she actually fucking do now? Because the case is over. She's been humiliated. The truth has already come out. She cannot, I guess, lead the goddamn storyline of it anymore because she lied to us the whole fucking time. Bitch really got up there and said, I can't wait to court so the truth can come out. And then the truth finally comes out. The reason why Brene didn't want those people at that courthouse, those TikTok people, is because Brene wanted to be able to lead this story after court was over. She wanted to be able to spin the narrative of this shit, and she wasn't able to because it was people there that knew what the fuck was going on and was reporting back the fuck to the goddamn people. And another thing about Black Goddess is very intuitive. Black Goddess is gifted, and I don't even think she know it. Whenever y'all see Black Goddess say, I feel, and notice the way her eyes go when she was predicting things. Like, go back to some of her older videos about the Brene case and the way that she was predicting things. Black Goddess is gifted, and I don't think she's telling the truth to people about her actually getting visions. That's why it was so easy for her to predict this case the way that she did. Black Goddess is intuitive, and that lady is gifted as fuck. But nonetheless, I'm going to go down a little bit to the next part. So, emotional current, perform, conquer, collapse. Now, when it comes to Brene, her emotions move in cycles. High drive, which is the thrill, conquest, and validation. The next step is tension, needing to maintain the image. And the next one is crash, which is the emptiness, guilt, and comparison. Then she starts again. That loop is what gives her aura the jittery, restless pulse. The body can't ground when the soul's pretending. Clock it. The body cannot ground when the soul is pretending. And so many people live in motherfucking illusions. And they're not grounded. Because the identity that they're wearing is not truly their own. It was given. They haven't went through the self-discovery journey to fully come into who they are as far as authentically themselves. Everything that they are was given to them. If you take away every title that they have, they don't know who the fuck they are. They don't. From their religion to how to be to their moral compass, every fucking thing was given to them. They don't know who the fuck they are for real. Brene is one of those type of people. She's pretending. There's no grounding when it comes to living in an illusion and wearing a fucking mask. Again, the body cannot ground when the soul is pretending. So people's waking lives are up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down, because they're wearing a mask every day. That's not who they truly are. They've literally shaped their entire image off of what the world told them to be, or what the fuck the world told them was valuable. And when it comes to Brene, virality. Virality is number one for her, and being seen, because Corinne always outshined Brene. Brene just wants to be seen, and she just wants to be fucking loved, unfortunately. But heart frequency closed, armored and lonely is the truth about Brene's heart space. Underneath all that heat, her heart is tight. It wants love, but it doesn't trust love to stay. And that is why she moves the way she moves when it comes to Tim. She goes to this boy hair appointments. When he go to the gym, she pulling up at the gym to stay and wait, because she know this nigga a cheater. And she don't want to lose him. And money was the way that she got him. Because she knew that this nigga don't want to work. This nigga ain't really got no money on. And this nigga really probably don't want her because he wanted Corinne, honestly. If he had his choice and Corinne was the one with the money, he would have chose Corinne. I promise you, allegedly in the spirit, he would have motherfucking chose Corinne. He never truly wanted Brene. But Brene knows that the money will keep him for now. But y'all gonna see that their relationship implode as well. Again, underneath all that heat, the heart is tight. It wants love, but it doesn't trust love to stay. So she controls instead. Takes, holds, claims, because surrender feels like death to her ego. That's why relationships born from her energy often feel unstable. She's trying to possess, not connect. That girl inside, what they have is not a fucking, I would say, marriage. A true marriage has harmony. When it's a true soul mate is what I will say. It has harmony inside of it in some type of way. This is an attachment. An attachment is when one person in the relationship is overly in love and the other motherfucker just there. That's a fucking attachment. That is not a connection. A connection is when two people are within that same energy of love and give a fuck about each other, like for real type shit. It's not I'm dating you for my livelihood. It's not that I'm with you because you can take care of my life. True connections have stability and it's harmony and it's fucking peace. That is a fucking attachment. Right now she's wearing a crown that isn't hers. At the fuck all. Energetically speaking, that bitch is wearing a crown and it doesn't even belong to her. It shines, but it's heavy. You can see it in her eyes. That borrowed power will eventually ask for repayment. Not as punishment, but as rebalancing. She'll face what she's caused. The same loss, the same insecurity, until she learns to build light from within. You can't take another woman's life. You cannot. And that comes with energetic consequence that I don't think people understand, because so many people just know religion. They never learn energy. That shit comes with an energetic consequence. You should never want to snuff somebody's light from them just because you're fucking miserable and you can't find your own. You should never want to fucking do that. She wanted that girl kids, that girl life, and she wanted that girl down and broken the fuck down to her fucking knees is what Brene the fuck wanted. Now, Brene's energy is a hungry performer wrapped in confidence, running on borrowed light. She's charming but chaotic, magnetic but hollow at the core until she heals her root wound. And with Brene, it is, if I'm not chosen, I'm nothing. When she faces that truth and start creating love from within, she'll be fine. And this fucking marriage is going to break Brene the absolute fuck down. Allegedly in the spirit, the way it's going to go is they're going to try to save face for a while. And then it's going to blow the fuck up. The same insecurity that Akira had to experience inside of her marriage, Brene is going to feel that. Actually, she already feels it now. She just gets on here and, acts like nothing bothers her. Brene sits and cries. Brene does not fucking sleep at night. Brene tosses and turns. Brene is overstimulated. Brene is always pacing. Brene be overeating. And she will not get a kid from this at all. Brene is not going to have a child. She's not. This bitch done went and got a goddamn 7-seater SUV for 2 fucking people. For 2 fucking people. 2 people. She's not going to have kids. She sits up. Brene does spell work and nobody notices. I saw a video of her saying, and I'm going to have those babies. I'm going to have his babies. I'm going to be Mrs. Montague. Even before she got Devin, she would constantly speak that shit out of her fucking mouth. I'm going to be Mrs. Mayo. Y'all remember that name. I'm going to be Mrs. Mayo. And she turned out to be Mrs. Mayo. Brene does spell work. She is very fucking intentional. And Brene knows energy. People looking at her and y'all see all that Bible shit. No, baby. Brene knows motherfucking energy. She knows. And she knows how to manifest. And one thing she knows how to do is energetically tether. Because she tethered the fuck out of that goddamn girl. Mimic the fuck out of her until she drained that girl's life force. I may go into Akira and Tim energetically later, but I gotta get my babies to school. I just wanted to give y'all that little bit, but I love y'all to life. Later on today, maybe I'll go into a little bit more into Brene energetically and some of the spell work that I noticed inside of what she did. And I'll go into Akira energetically, Devon, and maybe Tim as well. I was sitting talking to Spirit last night about Brene, and I kept seeing like this heavy, gunky, black energy around her. It looked like gunk. And it had like these red swirls of energy in it, but it fucking weird, like misty, grayish looking smoke and the gunky black and the red and all of that. And I could see when Miss Robin said that Akira took her power back, I was looking at it energetically because Brene leaving out of court, I could see the energy in her aura. But then not only that, when she said that Akira took her power back, I don't know, I just saw this big ass light coming from Akira's head. She was standing next to Robin and I could see just a big light above her head or whatever. So what I can say is that that energy is returned. She humiliated the fuck out of that goddamn girl and brought that girl down to her fucking lowest. And now Akira did take her power back, energetically at that. You can only mimic somebody for so long. You can only try to be everything but what you are for so long. But one thing about it, that energy is not yours. It must be returned back to who the fuck it belongs to. Pure and untainted. Pure and motherfucking untainted, because it was never yours. It was never yours to take. That is energetic theft, according to source law, and that is energetic mimicry. And that shit comes at a fucking price. Y'all may know the laws of the land, but I know the laws when it comes to universal law and source law and energy law. And what Brene did, that shit comes with a big fucking price, and she's going to pay. And the fact that she's saying that girl ain't gonna see a dime, that girl gonna get that goddamn money. She is going to get that money. They look at cases like that similar to the defamation of character, like shit like that, like a person's wages can be garnished. Akira gonna get that goddamn money. And once the money dries up, Tim ain't gonna want nothing to do with Brene. He never wanted Brene. He's always wanted Corinne. It's just Corinne ain't got no money on. Corinne ain't got no motherfucking money on, so he ain't trying to fuck with that, goddammit. Tim is a lazy bitch. Once he didn't make it to the NFL, that shit shattered his motherfucking soul. He didn't know what to do. And his wife sitting around, Kira at the time, you got to get a job. We got these kids. We got these kids to take care of. Okay, that didn't work. What's next? Type shit. Because what the fuck? Like, they're married at this point. And they have children. And they have a household. So he needed to get his motherfucking ass up and go to fucking work. But Brene provided that stress-free life when it comes to finances. And he leaned into that. But that was the worst mistake that he could have made. Because Brene don't understand that just like she is very intentional energetically, Tim is too. That is why Akira was so blind during the time when he was fucking around with Brene. She was so blind she couldn't fucking see it. It took for that nigga to get the fuck from around her for her to actually take this shit for what it is and see it for what the fuck it is. Some men carry a very dark warlock type energy, and it's not the fact that they're doing actual spell work, it's just their intentions and the energy that they carry can literally, love will be blind. The woman will not see it. You will not see it. And it's not the fact that this nigga actually doing spells or anything like that, but he's very fucking intentional. I've saw the way Tim pray in visions. I've saw it. That man is very fucking intentional. Now that Brene is with him, y'all see how she don't see no wrong in him either? She sees no wrong in him either, but in the back of her mind, she know he a dirty ass nigga that cheat and he fucked up, and she know that she really done made a mistake. But with Tim, he had to go ahead and see it through because he had done fucked up so bad that Kira didn't want his ass. She didn't want him back. He had done went too far with it, so he had to go ahead and see it through. But that man is a very manipulative energy, and Bernada met her motherfucking match. But I love y'all to life. Y'all be good to yourselves and the ones around you.